What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Wham. And we're going back to their 1983 album, Fantastic. And the next tune is Club Tropicana. I feel like it's a name I've heard as a scene in a movie somewhere, but I can't think of what movie it is. I want to say like a gangster film. But in general, it makes me think of nightclubs. It makes me think of, whether in New York or I suppose London would be more likely here. It makes me think about late 70s, early 80s clubs where not only was there lots of dancing and lots of different types of music depending on the type of club, which again, I was either not yet born or just a very wee babe during the years in question. But ultimately, given that in some ways that type of club scene was a precursor to a certain type of dance party that became called undergrounds, which in turn came to be called raves and so on. It is like some history that I'm a bit familiar with. Either way, my expectation is that maybe it will relate to that type of club atmosphere, nighttime dancing, people engaging in, let's say, vices, but also flirtations and the physical atmosphere of that type of nightclub. So that would be my expectation, given what I've already heard from and on some level, know in advance about George Michael and Wham. So let's listen. This is Wham. The tune is Club Tropicana, and it's from their 1983 album, Fantastic. Oh, apparently not. Apparently we're out down by the creek. Maybe not. There's a motorcycle somewhere. Nope, a car. Oh yeah, we're going into a club, yeah. It's like going to a rave. As you get closer, it's like, oh man, you hear that? More correct pronunciation. Jazzy keyboard run, some brass flares. Oh. Who's on the piano? The trilling. A bit of an Islander flair to that. Pack your bags and leave tonight. Don't take your time. Gotta move, don't miss the ride. Pack your bags and leave tonight. Don't take your time. Gotta move, don't miss the ride. flourish. The jazzy feel, those backing vocals, they got that soul vibe. And that bass lick, forget about it. The morning and you're back outside and the sun's coming up and you're thinking, man, I'm tired, but I'm also hungry. At least that's the rave experience. But yeah, I love the opening to the tune. I love being brought into the club in that way. I always am wary about making comparisons or, associations, even however brief. But for me, these kind of things are always positive, meaning when I say, oh, it reminded me of this for a moment, it's never like a bad thing. So the reason I always try to specify up front is just because I feel like if a fan of one of the bands being compared is not a fan of the other band being compared to, then perhaps it'll be seen as a slight. But there are a couple moments there where it was reminding me of some Spandau Ballet that I've gone through. And I was thinking, the album I'm going through of theirs, which, Gold and a couple other tunes that I've reacted to, people have said, this was definitely popular and, they considered it like a good tune. It's 83, and this is 83, so, again, no necessary, like, stylistic connections, but just, again, in a moment, sort of subjectively, it was like, man, it was, something about that sort of nighttime club dance rhythm. It reminded me of some of those songs. But regardless of that, ultimately I did enjoy the feel. And again, I apologize for my Philistine American pronunciation, because indeed correct Spanish pronunciation would be Tropicana, not Tropicana, as I think I said, which most Americans I think would say Tropicana, because apparently we bastardize everything. Nevertheless, I enjoyed the sort of implied narrative of the song, which went right to the end, where it feels like you go back outside, you hear the crickets again, the music then fades away, and with the voices maybe meaning like it's not that you just walked away and it's still rocking behind you. It's like that was it. That was that was a night at Club Tropicana, like leading into the morning again. So yeah, I enjoyed the atmosphere of it, and his voice. There are moments maybe in other tracks where it's been like whoa, like it stood out a little bit more, and maybe that is in turn because I was kind of trying to follow the narrative a little bit. But still, like some really sweet vocals, and his voice is very rich. Is sort of an adjective that keeps coming back to my brain. So. Looking forward to more. Shout out to the jazz influences, especially that key run. Curious who was on the piano, or maybe true piano kit on a keyboard. Not sure, but either way, I really like the playing, and the trilling, the super fast playing was fantastic. The brass at one point was like trying to take my attention away from it because it was really forceful and it was getting a bit louder and more funky, but the whole time my brain is like, hold on though, like do you hear what they're doing on the piano? So top tune, looking forward to more. Once again, shout out to Han Solo for sharing the Wham albums, and let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Peace.